Here at St. Thomas More Parish, Holy Week is upon us. There is so much celebrating to be done as we remember what Jesus did for all of us, and we'd love for you to come and join us. Our celebration of Holy Week began with Palm Sunday, the day we remember Christ's triumphant entry into Jerusalem, honored like a king as the crowds waved to him with their palm branches. Yet soon he was to be handed over to those who would crucify him. As we look ahead to the events that will take place this week, we recently asked some of our parishioners, what are you looking forward to at St. Thomas More this Holy Week?
I'm looking forward to the Tenebrae this weekend. If you don't go, you're missing a really great thing.
And I'm looking forward to Good Thursday, where we have the washing of the feet and the procession into the White Room.
I think I'm most excited for the cantata because I just love seeing the choir put something new together every year, and it's a great time to, reflect on how you can be more like Christ and think, take a personal inventory of everything you've done this year and get an idea as to, how you can be a bit of a better person and what you can do during Holy Week.
Good. I am looking forward to Friday, to saying the Stations of the Cross. On this Friday, it will be particularly meaningful, and I hope I get through it well. Thank you.
I'm really looking forward to Easter Vigil this year.
Easter Sunday!
So what are the opportunities for you to participate with us? Here are some highlights. First, we have daily Mass at 9 a.m. on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. We also have a morning prayer service at 9 a.m. on Holy Thursday and Good Friday. Monday is Reconciliation Day in the entire Diocese of Rockville Centre. Just as the woman at the well received Jesus' forgiveness, so too can you celebrate this healing sacrament. Priests will be available at St. Thomas More to hear confessions on Monday from 3 to 9 p.m. On Wednesday at 7:30 p.m., the St. Thomas More Choir presents their cantata, Upon This Rock. This tells the story of the first Holy Week as witnessed by the Apostle Peter, who answered Christ's call of, "Follow me." Holy Thursday is the day on which Christ celebrated the Last Supper with his disciples, when he said the very things we hear each Mass over the bread and wine, that these are his body and blood, and that we are always to do this in remembrance of him. Mass will be at 7:30 p.m., followed by a procession to the altar of repose, where you are invited to an adoration of Jesus in the Blessed Sacrament until 10 p.m. During Mass, we remember the example that Jesus gave us, to be servants to one another, as several members of our clergy and staff will wash the feet of some of those present, just as Jesus did for his disciples. Good Friday is the day Jesus died for us. In the tradition of the Church, we do not celebrate Mass on Good Friday. However, we remember his passion and death in other ways. At both 12:10 and 1:30, we will recite the Stations of the Cross. The 1:30 p.m. service is especially designed for younger people. We listen to the events of Good Friday during the Liturgy of the Lord's Passion and Death at 3 p.m. And we have a special service in the evening at 7:30 p.m. known as Tenebrae. We express the grief that weighs down the heart of our Holy Mother, the Church, at the crucifixion and death of Jesus. We will hear 14 shadows, or short readings, that represent the stages of the Good Friday events. We move from darkness into light on the night before Easter as we celebrate the Vigil, starting at 7:30 p.m. During the Easter Vigil, we hear the stories of God's people from the Old and New Testaments. We welcome new members into our church with the sacraments of baptism, communion, and confirmation. We sing joyfully to the Lord that Jesus is risen from the dead as we celebrate Mass in a very special and moving way. And we celebrate the resurrection from the dead of our Lord Jesus Christ on Easter Sunday with Masses at 8 a.m., 9:15 a.m., 10:45 a.m., and 12:15 p.m. Yes, we have much celebrating to do, and you are most welcome to be a part of it. We open our doors to all, parishioners and guests alike. And though it may get a little crowded, don't worry, we'll still try to find a seat for you. So come and be with us during Holy Week. All are welcome.